Lawyers for the city of Warner Robins are asking a federal judge to throw out a sexual harassment lawsuit against city leaders. The woman's lawyers filed the lawsuit back in May. She said she was sexually harassed and physically assaulted by a co-worker and that the city and police did not do enough to stop it. We are not naming the woman because she is an alleged victim in this case. Molly Jett, who reported on the story back in July, joins us now to tell you how the city responded in court in tonight's top story.
The woman worked for the city of Warner Robins in 2020 and 2021. She says one male coworker harassed her, propositioned her, and then assaulted her while at work. She says city leaders didn't do enough to keep the man away from her and didn't take her complaints seriously. Now, the city is denying some of her complaints, but also acknowledging some parts. The woman says her troubles started in the spring of 2020. She said one man from another department verbally harassed her. After about 2 months, she claims he assaulted her. Now, the city is responding for the first time. For example, the woman's lawsuit says the city hired an outside law firm to investigate her case. She says they interviewed her, the alleged harasser, and others. And she says their report found her allegations credible and said the city's sexual harassment policy was lacking. On September 29th, the city confirmed that investigation and said the report, quote, speaks for itself. After that investigation report, the city suspended the man for 3 days and required him to complete 8 hours of sexual harassment training. But the woman says the harassment didn't stop there. The May lawsuit also said the woman tried to take the matter to Warner Robins police in June 2020. She claimed that an officer would not take a police report, but the city's response says that's not true. They also confirmed that the woman met with her bosses in July 2020 to tell them about the harassment, but denied that they weren't sympathetic. Warner Robins' response confirms that a second woman made a complaint against the same man in 2021, and according to the lawsuit, he was allowed to resign. Lawyers for the city of Warner Robins said the city did what it could to prevent the harassment, but that the woman failed to work with them to solve the problem. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Molly. Now, Molly reached out to Mayor LaRhonda Patrick, who inherited the case when she took office in January. The mayor said her office is focused on transparency and accountability and said in part, quote, there will be zero tolerance for sexual harassment in the workplace. Molly also reached out to the woman's attorney, but was unable to get an immediate response. No trial dates have been scheduled.